this one we need to find the tangent line to the curve, but we have parametric equations.
I don't think that word.
Now, what is, can somebody tell me the fancy, and somebody was complaining about it earlier, what's the fancy way? We need the slope and a point, all right?
Make it up.
But to get the slope, what's another way to write derivative? We know that the derivative...
dy over dx.
dy dx.
Oh, then it's y sine over x.
Well, if x, and I'm going to try to write this small because I'm going to need a lot of room. If x is equal to 6 sine of t, right? Isn't dx equal to 6 cosine of t, the derivative of that?
Yes, it is.
Dx dt? It's technically it's dx dt. Right?
Yeah.
And then if y is equal to 6 cosine of t, then dy dt is equal to 6 negative sine of t. Well, you guys don't realize this, but if I take dy dt and put it over dx dt, the dt's cancel, so dy dx is just this stuff. So dy dx is going to be negative 6 sine of t over 6 cosine of t.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
The 6's will cancel. Now what is that? Well, that means that dy dx is actually negative tangent of t, and we want to evaluate that at t equals 3 pi over 4. So we're going to say tangent of 3 pi over 4. And that's going to give us our slope for the tangent line.
Or is it negative?
Huh?
Negative tangent of t. Negative tangent.
Oh yeah, you got to negate that. Okay?
Is that a word? Yes. Wow.
It's not the correct word. Negate means the well, I guess it kind of is. Anyways, it's negative tangent of 3 pi over 4. Now, who can tell me off the top of the head what that is? Well, I can. 3 pi over 4 is, I'm going to go a 45-degree angle, another 45-degree angle,
That's 90.
and then another 45-degree angle. So I have a 45-45 triangle that looks like this. With 1, the square root of 2. Now tangent is y over x, right? Do you guys remember that? Tangent is, or you can even think of it as opposite over adjacent. Okay? Now in this case, the tangent of 3 pi over 4 is literally 1, which is the opposite, because here's my theta. So it's the opposite, which is 1, over the adjacent, which is technically negative 1. Right? Because this point right here is 1 comma negative 1. So it's negative 1, but when I multiply it by the negative in the front, what do I get?
1.
1. So my slope is 1. Got that done.
Wow.
Now I've got to find the points. Well, my point is going to be x comma y, and we said that x is equal to 6 times sine of t. Well, sine is opposite over the hypotenuse, right? So we're going to get x is equal to 6 sine of 3 pi over 4. Same triangle. Okay, let me erase some of this. Let's draw a great big old triangle here. It's the same exact triangle that looks like this. Where this is negative 1, and this is 1, and this is the square root of 2. and this is our angle theta. So sine is equal to the opposite over the hypotenuse, which is going to be 1 over 2. So all this right here is the same as 1/2. What's 1/2 times 6?
3.
Right. So this equals 3. Alright, so now my y term is 6 cosine 3 pi over 4. Now cosine of theta is the adjacent over the hypotenuse. Oh wait, it's not 2, it's root 2. Oh, I screwed
Yeah,
that
that's
one
why I
up.
was like, where'd you get the half?
I caught myself. This isn't 1/2. We'll fix that. We'll come back. Well, this is actually 6 times root 2 over 2. Which is 3 root 2. Sorry, I kind of screwed that one up. Got a little excited. When I'm teaching you guys, I'm always thinking what the next step is. I need to stay in the moment. So cosine then would be -1 over square root of 2, or -2, negative root 2 over 2.
This is pretty crazy.
So I'm going to get 6 times negative root 2 over 2.
So it's -3 times the square root of 2.
So it's -3 root 2.
Okay.
Okay? Now that's the points.
So then you just plug it in.
3 root 2, comma, -3 root 2.
Okay.
Okay?
Wait, I thought it was 3 pounds.
No, because see, instead of it being 1/2, the opposite over hypotenuse, it's 1 over the square root of 2.
So, this much?
Okay, your problem is that you're not paying attention to calculus. That's why you don't know what's going on.
I'm
Put
paying
these away.
attention though.
No, you're not. Put these away.
So then did you just plug it into point slope form?
Yes. So then what I need to do is I need to plug this into y equals m times x minus x sub 1 plus y sub 1. And that's going to be, what was my m?
1.
Was 1.
1 times x minus x sub 1. What was x sub 1?
3 times the square root of 2.
It was 3 root 2 plus -3 root 2. Now when you push that through, you get 2 root 3 over 2, or negative, so it'd be 6
What?
d.
Oh yeah.
Okay?
Oh, the problem. Okay.
Wait, can you look that up for a second?
I suppose. Can I?